1970. Please welcome our next speaker, Toastmaster Lou Magill.
No, sucks. No bueno. No bueno at all. Yesterday I turned 70 years old. And yesterday at breakfast there was a song on the radio, my favorite song. And I remember all the words. But I never really paid that much attention to the words until yesterday. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He said, "Son, can you play me a memory?" I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it completely when I wore a younger man's clothes. Can anybody tell me the name? Piano Man, of course, Billy Joel. It reminded me of things that I have done in the past that brought a smile to my face. And I also remembered some things that probably shouldn't have done. I remembered things that I said that hopefully brought a smile to someone else's face. And then there were the things that I, well, let's just say could have said better, or better yet, not at all. And that reminded me of the words of Maya Angelou. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. My old business partner from Mullins, West Virginia, put it another way. Waitress comes up to your table. You look up. Oh, your face can stop a clock. Or the waitress comes up to your table and you look up and gently say, "Darling, when I look at you, time stands still." I wish I had had both of those quotes about 60 years ago. Then I remembered a very hot day back at the end of July, 1974, in Middlebury, Vermont. It was a scorcher. Normally after work, I would just pack up, go home, pop a brewski, and kick back. But this day, a Friday, I decided, no, I'm going to go down to the bar and see what's going on. So I did. And when I walked in, an old friend of mine greeted me. He says, "Hey, Mick." "Hey, what?" He was my Italian friend from New York. Well, he hauled me over and said, put his hand on my shoulder. He said, "I want you to meet this new friend of mine. Yeah, she's a graduate student up at the college here, Middlebury College." He was a little tipsy and just wandered off. So I'm standing there with this very attractive young lady. And I said, "Oh, by the way, my name's Lou, not Mick." And she said, "Well, my name's Dottie." A year later, we were married. And we've been married for 43 years. And had 2 wonderful daughters. So you think back, because we've all had these moments, insignificant decisions that made a major impact in our lives. All because of a decision to that day go to a bar. What would you change in history, in your past, that would have no change in your life? Hard to tell. Maybe nothing should change. Maybe everything should be as it is. I think The problem with looking into the past is that if you're always looking over your shoulder as you're moving forward and you spend too much time in the past, well, you're liable to bump into the future and not be prepared for it because you never saw it coming. So I'm focused on the future. I'm looking for what's coming, because there's a lot of life out there, and I don't want to miss it. I'm going to go get it, especially after the tweet this morning from President Trump. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, yesterday he signed an executive order in honor of my birthday. 70 is the new 40. My presidential decree 70 is the new 40. Look out, millennials. Here come the boomers all over again. Is there a Cain in my future? Maybe. But in the meantime,